I am a software engineer at Red Hat
Okay,
working on OpenJDK.
cool.
I've done various garbage collection algorithms over the years. Most recently, I started up the Shenandoah project, which has just been put
Mm.
back in OpenJDK 12.
Oh, nice. I didn't realize. Okay, cool. And so you are talking at JFocus about checkpointing with
Yes.
Java. So what is that?
Okay, so I was um, Red Hat is focusing very much on the container world these days, and I was told that we need to make Java faster and, to start up, and we need to make it smaller. So I started looking at ways to do those things, and one way to make it faster is to checkpoint a hot JVM and restore it. So instead of paying the cost of initializing all of the classes and doing all of that work up front, doing all that work and including that in your runtime, we can do all that work once, checkpoint the JVM, and then restore it multiple times in multiple places. So your time to spin up a container will be much faster.
I see. And so where are you in the process of uh,
I am in the early design and proof of concept of this. Um, I have worked with the. Okay, let me be absolutely clear here. There are people who have done this the hard way, from starting from the JVM and figuring out how to store all the state. That's not what we're talking about here. What we're talking about is building an API on top of a Linux utility called CRIU, which does the heavy lifting. So most of the work has already been done. And all I'm talking about is adding an API on top of it that allows you to do Java particular things. Like maybe you want to garbage collect your heap before you checkpoint it. Or maybe you have some data structures that you care about that need to be nullified out when you checkpoint it and reestablished when you restore it. So all I'm talking about is providing an API to users to allow them to use those hooks to make checkpoint and restore work for their application.
okay. And so, because I've listened to your talk yesterday, so it's easier for me to ask you this. What do you? Why are you here? I mean, why are you? What do you expect people how do you expect people to get involved with your project? I would say.
Um, so I am here and at FOSDEM because I want to start people thinking about checkpoint and restore for Java. I want them to think about the problems, the gotchas. Um, I know how to run benchmarks. I know how to run the spec benchmarks. I know how to run the decapo benchmarks, but that's not really how people are using Java in the real world. So I want to talk to those people out there that are writing the web servers, that are writing the functions as a service. I want to get in touch with those people and find out if whether what I'm doing will work for them.
Right. And you got some of the feedback, I think, also at the GVM summit yesterday. And
Yes,
yes,
I got a lot of feedback yesterday,
on
and
Fosden.
one of my favorite ones was that people were all worried about certificates expiring. And yesterday, I talked to a man who said, "I'm okay with that. We can do a checkpoint every night at midnight when nobody's active, and then run that the whole next day." So that was an answer that made me happy, right? I have solutions for some of the issues people have been pointing out to me along the way.
Okay. So what do you expect? This will be posted online? Do you have anything
Um,
that you want people to do? Or
If you have ideas for checkpointing and restoring, please email me, chf@redhat.com. I have promised to set up a Slack channel and to put my very early prototype up on GitHub next week. So please contact me, download the stuff. Like I said, it's very preliminary. Please be kind, but it's just to give you an idea and a flavor of what it is we're trying to do.
okay, cool. And there will be like your session will be recorded, and your session from yesterday is already online. So
Thank you very much.
thank you.
Okay.